So this week I'm excited to share with you about a spiritual discipline. This is week 6, and I bet you didn't see this one coming. The spiritual discipline we want to talk about today is rest. Now, most of you are probably thinking to yourself, rest? I didn't even know that was a spiritual discipline. I can do that, most of us can, but the question is, do we? We run ourselves ragged. So many times we are exhausted both physically and spiritually. But God knows that rest was important to us. I mean, think about it. In God's big top 10, number 4 was all about resting. And then God modeled it even in the creation, right? God took time to rest. He didn't have to do that. He was modeling how important rest is for you and for me. And boy, my mind right now goes back to all those moments of Jesus doing all the taxing ministry He was doing over and over again in the New Testament. It said Jesus pulled aside to rest. I mean, He was saving the planet, right? But He found time to rest. Oh yeah, rest is a spiritual discipline. I was reading a book recently and I caught something in that book that just really hit me. The writer said, the number one enemy of spiritual transformation is exhaustion. That's true, guys. I mean, so many times we don't pick up our Bible to read. We're tired. We don't say that extra word of prayer because we just want to fall asleep. We land at the end of the day completely exhausted physically and spiritually. So in the next few minutes, I just want to give you a few ideas around how to take some active spiritual discipline moments of rest in your life. And you see if you don't get stronger. Now, a few physical and then a few spiritual, if that's okay. The truth of the matter is you could probably create your own list because you know how to rest of 1,000 long, right? But let me think first just with you physical. So the first idea that I would give you is just get some more sleep. Sometimes that looks like giving yourself a little bit longer with that alarm before it starts in the day and give yourself a little bit, in 30 minutes, an hour more to sleep. Or maybe it would look like you taking an afternoon nap, but sleep does a body good. A second idea that I would give you is maybe it's just sometimes take a break by taking a long shower or a long bath just to relax and just to rest. That actually is a very spiritual thing sometimes. And then thirdly, I would say, sometimes just decompress and rest instead of having stuff doing all the time for the house or for your work. I mean, butter up the popcorn, pop on a movie, watch something with your family and just rest. Sit in that moment and rest with your family. I could give you 1,000 other ideas. You know your own ideas, but find some way to rest your physical body. Now, what kind of rest can you do spiritually, right? Here's an idea. Turn up the radio, put on the worship music and sing your heart out. That can be a beautiful moment of spiritual breath, right? Breathing and having rest. You want to rest your spirit? Here's another idea. Take your phone and cut it off for an entire day. An entire day, put technology aside and you watch if just resting from that thing that constantly is in our lives doesn't give you a new source of energy. Or maybe I would say another way to rest is by saying, you know what, I'm going to spend a complete day not worrying. Every time I start to worry, I'm going to stop myself. See, what you're doing is you're creating space, breath, rest in your spirit life. Well, listen, this whole series is about getting stronger, right? And you know what happens when you rest. When you rest your body and when you rest your spirit, all of a sudden you get a renewed energy, a more vital spirit and a more vital body. So I want to challenge you. Take me serious here. Take some time to rest. You can even tell your spouse, I'm doing what my pastor told me to do. I'm taking a break. I'm resting. And in the process, you'll get stronger.